diva, but when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Tigers offense will get first crack at it today. With the excellence of both programs over the last nearly 20 years, we expect hotly contested back-and-forth battles. But Alabama took an early lead and didn't look back, and as the old saying goes, the Tide don't lose in Baton Rouge.
Yeah, it was ugly. I mean, there's no other way to spin it. It was not a good day for LSU. LSU usually plays good at home, right? Like, we expect this game to be kind of back and forth. But Jalen Milroe, yep, he just scored again. He did it at will, Palmer.
185 rushing yards and 4 TDs for Milroe, but also the Bama defense dominated. They created 3 takeaways. Alabama showed up last year. LSU did not. LSU has got to get off the bus, ready to go and play with their hair on fire in this one.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Makes the catch, it's Thomas. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. A quick 3 and out, and they're already giving up the ball. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. So Alabama's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Going to sling it on second down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Here's some pressure. With the catch, it's Horton. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the first down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll start this drive at their own 48. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Takes the handoff, it's Durham. At the 35, he's open. He's loose on the run. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Tigers! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
This series dates back to 1895. One of the odd things, guys, is historically the visiting teams have had a lot of success.
And these fans don't like each other. Man, you can feel the hate, the hostility. Both programs so talented, recruited at a high level. These teams have even rematched for a national championship before, Palmer. These two teams are ballers.
And this is a game, too, David, that everybody circles on the calendar at the start of the season. We all know that conference championship, national championship, Heisman Trophy implications are on the line. And the intensity level in this game, it's simply unmatched in college football.
It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He'll keep it himself. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big four-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. They'll fit right in.
The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
There he goes. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now, listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating.
Makes the grab inside the 30. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Well, it's a second catch on the drive, and that's obviously a massive play for this offense. And he's starting to prove to his quarterback here that he's winning his one-on-ones, and he deserves some more looks.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And they'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. SMU is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Dallas, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 7 over Texas A&M. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 clash of the Titans, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Grab behind the line. It's Horton. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Let's talk about Alabama. For some teams, the road into the top 25 can be a little more treacherous than for others. And once you get there, you've got to convince the rest of the country you deserve to stay.
And I think that's what's next for this squad. They've earned the right to get in the top 25. People are noticing what...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains, they were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. Might be calling a hot route. They'll try to get outside. Finding an escape route.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll send the tight end in motion. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Really nice play. When you talk about Alabama and their dominance on defense, especially in recent years, it all starts up front. You have to have disruptors playing on the defensive line, guys that can be versatile and line up at different positions, but create havoc in the backfield, and that's what this guy has been able to do throughout his career.
Oh, he's got some space. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most.
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. A 1st down run in the red zone. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, LSU! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the 1st quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field or else this one's going to get ugly fast.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
They'll put this one in play. 1st snap of the drive from the 25. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down.
That's a really nice job plucking that pass. I don't know if another school has done as good a job as Alabama in recent years as bringing in top-level talent at the wide receiver position. When you think of guys like Julio Jones, Amari Cooper, Jerry Jeudy, Devontae Smith, this guy, he looks like he could be on the field with all those guys, too. He's got speed. He's got the ability to pluck the football out of the air. What a big-time weapon. How nice is it to play quarterback with this guy on offense?
Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. He's out of bounds at the 38-yard line. The transition from Nick Saban to Kalen DeBoer certainly gave growing pains to the Crimson Tide, and they're expecting progress in year 2.
It wasn't smooth. I mean, you expand the playoff, obviously, further, and they still don't make it, so a lot of upset Alabama fans, Jesse, but year 2, obviously, a chance to change that. More of his guys, more of his system.
Yeah, there were some bright spots a year ago in Kalen DeBoer's first season. Obviously, beating Georgia at home was a big one, but this is a team that definitely stumbled down the stretch, and you're right. This is a team that has expectations to compete for national championships. They have to take the next step this year.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Makes the grab. It's Young. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
To the air, it's Simpson. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound, no matter who gets the football. We're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on 2nd down. Looking to the big tight end. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
Finds his man. It's Thomas. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This is hardly the start they dreamed of, down 21-3, but get a touchdown here and you feel like you're back in it, Jesse.
Yeah, it's frustrating for this offense as well because they've got the horses. They've got playmakers to light this scoreboard up, much more than the 3 points we're seeing here. I think you just got to stay true to yourself, do you, David, and know that the points are going to come.
Well, it's also frustrating when the defense is giving up points almost every single possession. So they need to score here and take this down and have a good drive, and then the defense needs to pull their weight a little bit too.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Dropping back, it's Simpson. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
That really wasn't his best throw. I tell you what, you got to choose when you're going to zip it in there and sometimes put some air underneath it. He chose the wrong one, put a little too much air underneath it. Defensive player makes the nice pick.
They'll try the run. Turning it on. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. How about that tough, hard-nosed running? Rich legacy of that at LSU. Reminds me of Charles Alexander.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I was a part of that legacy, Reese, on the other side when Justin Vincent rushed for over 200 yards in the SEC championship game, and that's what you see LSU. That's what I've always thought of watching them growing up, and you watch the way they run their offense. Usually, it starts with the physicality in the ground game.
Offside defense.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. Looking to throw. Here comes the heat. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole, and you just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create.
They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Well, that's a phenomenal individual effort getting that sack. What a dominant play. And I'll tell you, playing here at Death Valley, a play like that now is going to get this crowd hyped up. And that's something as an opposing quarterback you do not want. Take it from me. I know it from experience. I remember my true freshman year playing at night here in Death Valley. That was the first time in my life I understood what the term hostile environment meant. This place is scary when the crowd gets involved, and that sack right there is going to light them up.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Looking for a man. It's Simpson. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. And yet another Bayou Bengal baller on the outside who can just go get it.
And if I'm a quarterback, man, I love throwing to these guys. It doesn't have to be perfect. I don't have to fit it in the box. I know my receiver out wide will make plays. LSU has had guy after guy after guy that you can name that can do that, and they might just have another one.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Got him downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. Here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. And the pass was broken up, incomplete, and there's a flag on the field. This could be offensive holding. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being...
He's going to let it go. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They've got to find some answers on this drive, already down by 18 in the second quarter. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. And no shortage of the big boys coming out of Baton Rouge as LSU's defense in the backfield again.
Yeah, you talk about tall, long, athletic guys that get after the quarterback. LSU, they typically have a lot of those guys. That's a really fun thing to have when you're a defensive coordinator.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on third and long. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Unloads to the right. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. Snagged out of the air. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Snap it to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
On 2nd and goal, he gets another chance. Just hammering it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
But man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on. Questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
And he'll just... Here comes that Alabama offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Back to pass, it's Simpson. Unloads to the wideout. Caught over the middle, it's Horton. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to take a shot. And it's caught inside the 30. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Nice patience by the quarterback there. He had his receiver running a crossing route, but the QB knew it was zoning.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Scoops it up, still a live ball. They'll immediately call timeout.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Here's a heat. And he is sacked as the defense adds a little emphasis to wrap up this first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals.
LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
And maybe a wise move not to even try the pitch as he's knocked down in the backfield.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Scanning the field, it's Simpson. Pressure coming. Quickly to the tight end. And the ball's on the ground. And he falls on top of his own fumble. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Now on the return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, More guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for that.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. This drive will open from the 15. The give is to Miller. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Third down after the run. To the air, it's Simpson. He lofts one down the sideline. Rolls in the deep ball. Off to the races. The 20. He's at the... And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bama!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Let's go. Quick completion to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's sharp. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Right, and the ball's on the ground. And he falls on top of his own fumble, and the offense will retain possession.
You know, quarterbacks practice ball security as well throughout the week. he has to do a better job of keeping two hands on the ball. He knows this defense is trying to rip it out, but trying to get a hat on the football. He's lucky that he was able to recover his own fumble there.
To the air, it's Nussmeier. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play, and I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. There is a lot of real estate in front of this offense as the ball is touched dead at the 5.
Really nice job there by the punter on that one, getting a lot of hang time and allowing the gunners to get down the field so they could play it off the bounce, down it. Nice coffin corner kick.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Wide open downfield. Changing on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the lore of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And this defense is just simply not playing around. They've got a big lead, and they're not playing big prevent coverages, bend, don't break. They're just going to let this offense dink and dunk the ball down the field and waste time. 3rd play of the drive, they get a sack. They're staying aggressive, and they're getting after this quarterback.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Bringing it back. And the return man just kept finding alleys to run in, and he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And that is elite 3rd down defense. First of all, you get him in 3rd and long, and then you look to the go-to guy. Jesse, I am committing my resources to him because I know he's a freak, and I know you as a quarterback, you're trying to find that dude.
Yeah, and it's hard, 3rd in California, to convert that. Doesn't matter how good your receiver is, and this dude's obviously one of the best in the country. But the defense, they were all over it, they were ready for it, and they get the big pick.
They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. They knock him down inside the 30 at the 29. It's a pickup of 6.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Quickly complete. Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep chucking it.
Touchdown LSU! And the stomping has commenced. They'll try to add another to their lead.
Well, I love the decision-making by the quarterback, going to his go-to receiver in that situation of the game. But defense, come on. You got to know that's the guy the QB's looking for.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, Short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over. Move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
You want to have a lot of success on defense? Make the quarterback feel uncomfortable. This defense has been doing it time and time again, and you can tell this quarterback doesn't have a prayer.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. To throw, it's Simpson. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was.
He lobs one high down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Slips through the line. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Leaves it with the back. He breaks a tackle. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Looking to fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
And the Tigers need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Wants to throw. It's Nussmeier. Under fire. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll start this drive going to the air. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And when I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Snagged in the middle, it's Cuevas. Great reaction by this defense, immediately on the catch, swarming to the ball.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback, rally to the football, gang tackle, and you're going to win this game.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They'll start this drive at their own 48. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Quickly complete. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front 4 to get the job done on 3rd down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the ranking. There he goes! And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown Tide!
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the 2nd level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, with his speed, he was gone.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. On the run, it's Berry. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Finds a man on the left. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. Touchdown, Tigers! And the punishment has been extended. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide. And nobody's been able to hold that Tiger as LSU built its lead over Alabama.
And listen, both these teams knew coming into this one that the more physical team was going to get it done, David, and that's been the Tigers, right? On both sides of the ball. They have been dominating in this game.
And putting up points, too. When LSU gets their offense going, they are so hard to beat. Rivalry game, regular game, whatever it is, this offense is cooking.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Simpson. Throws to the wideout. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Sends it back in motion. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. From the gun, running back gets to give. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They think there's room to run to the right here. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
Outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
When you've got a losing skid, there's nothing like some good old home cooking. They came back home, and they have played an outstanding game. And let's give this crowd a helmet stick. They've been so loud. You know they've impacted this game, and that's the beauty of college football, helping their team get back in the win column.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off play action on first down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. After the big first down sack, it's 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Simpson. Finds his back in the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this.
Lofts one deep down the right side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin. And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were